For over 4 decades, Dr. Leonard Jolly has dedicated his career to improving rangelands and working relationships with conservationists and landowners. He spent most of his life in California, starting as a soil scientist, working on soil surveys, understanding the foundation that drives so much of the rangeland ecosystem. From there, he worked his way up from range conservationist, district conservationist, state range conservationist, West Region Tech Center range specialist, and then on to NRCS headquarters in Beltsville, Maryland. During his career, he obtained his Ph.D. at Colorado State University, worked as the NRCS liaison to SRM, was a research associate professor at the University of Nevada, Reno, adjunct faculty at Colorado State University, and lecturer and visiting scientist at Humboldt State University and University of California, Davis. He was influential in development of the original Rangeland Watershed Program, which resulted in development of rangeland water quality plans on millions of acres in California. He led the efforts in development of the Conservation Effects Assessment Program, CEAP, as the grazing team leader, managing the national assessment of this effort. His work resulted in the publication of the Conservation Benefits of Rangeland Practices Assessment Recommendations and Knowledge Gaps. Other notable work included working with the Lake Tahoe Regional Planning Department to improve water quality of the lake. He has worked with public and private groups to reach common ground in range management practices. His publications are numerous, and his impact on rangeland management is even greater. It is with great honor to present Dr. Leonard Jolly with the Society for Range Management's Sustained Lifetime Achievement Award. Charlie Clement's research has focused on rehabilitation of degraded rangelands throughout the Great Basin for over 30 years. Charlie received a Bachelor of Science in Wildlife Management in 1988 from the University of Nevada. Shortly thereafter, Charlie started his career with the USDA Agricultural Research Service in Reno, Nevada. Charlie then received his Master's in Range Management from the University of Nevada in 1993. Charlie has authored or co-authored over 250 presentations and articles, including 2 books. Charlie has also mentored many students and young professionals in the range field. Charlie's passion has always aligned with rehabilitating degraded rangelands and improving wildlife habitats and sustaining wildlife practices using an integrated approach from mechanical and chemical weed control practices to plant material testing and seeding methodologies. Charlie has participated in numerous organizations ranging from the Mule Deer Foundation to the Society for Range Management and been assigned to numerous committees and technical teams. Charlie's love for the outdoors has fueled his passion to apply aggressive weed control practices, followed by rehabilitation restoration practices that improve wildlife habitat and sustained agricultural practices. We are pleased to award Charlie Clements with the Society for Range Management's Outstanding Achievement in Research Academia Award. Dr. Mark Horney is a 27-year member of the Society for Range Management and is a faculty of 1, teaching courses in range resource management and livestock production at Cal Poly State University in San Luis Obispo, California. Dr. Mark, as he is known to his students, is not just a range professor who is passionate about educating and mentoring his students and finding time to submit research papers, but also a man who contributes to range management in a multitude of ways. Mark has long been active in the National Range Science Education Council, taking leadership positions in the organization beginning in 2013 and collaborating with other educators in developing range workshops and curriculum for students and professionals. As a national member of SRM, he has participated or led several committees, including the SRM Annual Conferences Student Activities Committee and chairing the Graduate Student Competition Committee since 2015, Remote Sensing GIS Committee from 2010 through 2017, and the Targeted Grazing Committee. As a CalPAC member, he has been involved in the long-standing Range Camp for high school students beginning in 2002, taking on directorship from 2006 to 2015, and scaling back to co-director from 2016 to 2018, a somewhat thankless but much-needed job that takes hours of time and energy beyond just the week of the camp. He also makes time for the CalPAC Chapter Student Affairs and Range Management Certification Panel. It is with great honor to present Dr. Mark Horney with the Society for Range Management's Outstanding Achievement in Research Academia Award. Dr. Barbara Hutchinson serves as the Program Director for the Rangelands Partnership Initiative and Communications Coordinator for the Natural Resource Users Law and Policy Center, NRULPC, at the University of Arizona. She is dedicated to the open dissemination of information, data, and educational resources that will facilitate lifelong learning, improve decision-making, and the advancement of innovation for solving society's grand challenges. This commitment has been most fully realized in her work in creating and sustaining the Rangelands Partnership, a collaboration of participants from 19 land-grant universities. For over 20 years, partnership members have worked to develop the Global Rangelands, Rangelands West, and state-level websites soon to be relaunched as the Rangelands Gateway. Dr. Hutchinson's notable grant-writing expertise has successfully brought funding in over the years to improve and expand the presentation and content of the Rangeland Partnership websites. Dr. Hutchinson has also been a driving force in the multi-year effort to gain a UN designation for an International Year of Rangelands and Pastoralists, which will raise awareness of rangeland issues worldwide. With patience, energy, determination, and admirable relationship-building skills, she has helped to keep the momentum of that initiative going. Recently, the FAO Council passed the report of the Committee on Agriculture, which is recommending the International Year of Rangelands and Pastoralists to the FAO Conference in July 2021. We are pleased to award Dr. Hutchinson with the Society for Range Management's Outstanding Achievement in Research and Academia Award. David Lyle has served the rangeland-dependent communities of northeastern California as a University of California Cooperative Extension Livestock and Natural Resources Advisor for over the past 3 decades. Throughout his career, David has assiduously provided critical leadership to solve rangeland sustainability challenges facing these communities using science-based, solution-oriented approaches. His efforts have aided and facilitated improved policies, strategies, and practices to implement partnership-based conservation programs to improve millions of acres of rangeland in the region. Stakeholders place high value on David's technical expertise, his friendship, and his ability to establish trust and confidence with a diverse community on topics ranging from sage grouse to water quality. He has worked tirelessly to build consensus around contentious topics and create collaborative, science-based solutions to enhance natural resources and sustain productive agricultural enterprises. David has spent his career pursuing sustainable rangeland management. We are pleased to recognize David Lyle with the SRM's Outstanding Achievement in Land Stewardship Award. Dr. Elise Gornish is an extraordinary leader in the field of rangeland restoration and has already advanced a remarkable and productive career. She has published 57 peer-reviewed papers and served as principal investigator, co-investigator on more than $3.2 million in research and extension grants. Dr. Gornish uses novel, trait-based, and demographic approaches within a framework of community ecology, population ecology, and invasive biology to identify factors driving restoration successes and failures. Importantly, she partners with landowners to ensure her work provides science-based recommendations useful to designing realistic strategies. She is dedicated to translating and connecting rangeland restoration research to management and policy. She has worked to cultivate and strengthen research management partnerships and has led community science efforts to collect place-based knowledge directly from land managers. She has mentored more than 30 graduate and undergraduate students, and she is founder and director of the Tucson branch of Girls on Outdoor Adventure for Leadership and Science, or GALS, a free education program that provides hands-on learning opportunities for students from underrepresented groups in the STEM fields. The Society of Range Management is pleased to recognize Dr. Gornish with the Outstanding Young Range Professional Award. Dr. Devin Mcgranahan's passion for grazing and conservation began when pasture management on his family's farm in Clay County, Iowa, was modified to promote grassland birds. He was introduced to rangelands during a postgraduate year living on game ranches in South Africa and became interested in fire ecology as a graduate student studying patchburn grazing at Iowa State University. After a Fulbright scholarship in South Africa and promotion to Associate Professor of Range Science at North Dakota State University in Fargo, North Dakota, Dr. Mcgranahan joined the USDA ARS Livestock and Range Research Laboratory in Miles City, Montana in 2021. While at NDSU, Dr. Mcgranahan designed and taught classes in plant identification, fire ecology, and applied data analysis and programming. Dr. Mcgranahan has published a co-authored textbook, The Ecology of Fire-Dependent Ecosystems, in addition to 2 book chapters and 45 peer-reviewed research publications. Dr. Mcgranahan serves the Society for Range Management as the chairperson of the International Affairs Committee and as an associate editor of Rangelands. He also helped plan the 2021 virtual annual meeting. Dr. Mcgranahan's research is focused on sustainable livestock production in the Great Plains, with emphasis on how prescribed fire can help ranchers adapt to drought and manage healthy ecosystems. We are pleased to recognize Dr. Devin Mcgranahan with the Society for Range Management's Outstanding Young Range Professional Award. Dr. Morgan Treadwell has a true passion for rangeland management and bringing the science to producers. Her passion is coupled with a strong work ethic, leading to numerous programs and trainings. Morgan's strong background and knowledge in fire has filled a much-needed niche in West Central Texas. She has hosted numerous programs on prescribed burning and has been conducting prescribed burning schools each year for anyone interested in implementing the practice on rangelands. Without a doubt, many of Morgan's activities and accomplishments are a result of her position as a range extension specialist. The characteristic that separates Morgan is that she does not stop when reaching the desired minimum for her position. For example, Morgan is actively involved in numerous research projects at both Texas A&M University and Angelo State University, even though her position is 100% extension. Because of work ethic and passion for rangeland management, she exceeds all expectations. Lastly, even with a hectic schedule as a range extension specialist, she finds the time to remain active with SRM and Texas SRM. She has just recently completed a term on the Texas SRM Board of Directors, served as vice president, and is currently serving as president of Texas SRM. Likewise, she is active in supporting youth activities and other community service activities. The Society for Range Management is pleased to recognize Dr. Morgan Treadwell with the Outstanding Young Range Professional Award. Veronica Urbanzik embodies the attitude and spirit of a young professional at SRM. She is a true innovator and seeks to inspire new ways of thinking about rangeland management. As an active SRM member for the past 8 years, Veronica's dedication to building community within SRM has continued to grow. Veronica served as president for the Young Professionals Conclave, YPC, in 2019, and currently serves as the YPC Advisory Council Chair and the Texas Section YPC Chair. She is constantly brainstorming new activities, events, or research projects that can bring people together under the common goal of maintaining and enhancing working landscapes. For example, she has pioneered new events focused on connecting diverse stakeholders at both the section and parent society level. This includes organizing a team-building weekend for the Texas Section YPC and co-chairing the panel discussion Greenhorn to Trail Boss, Cultivating the Next Generation of Stewards. Veronica is committed to uniting stakeholders through shared priorities of conserving native habitat, prioritizing sustainable land stewardship, and fostering producer professional relationships. Her experience working as a ranch manager has highlighted the importance of thinking about ranch success and ranch health holistically. As a manager, she values establishing realistic monitoring plans and recommended effective management practices. Veronica is a true innovator and isn't afraid to take risks or try something new to develop community amongst students and professionals involved in natural resources management. We are pleased to recognize Veronica Urbanzik with the Society for Range Management's Young Professional Conclave Outstanding Early Career Award.